Joined now by AFC Wimbledon physio Stephanie Cantelo. Steph, no game for the Dons this weekend, but preparation still going ahead of next weekend's trip to Sporting Khalsa in the semi final of the FA Women's National League Plate. What's the mood like and fitness levels in the camp at the moment?
Yeah, everyone's pretty fit at the moment. We've got a couple of people out with some niggles, but they should be back by next week. So hopefully have a pretty fully fit squad for next Sunday. Yeah.
How good is it now to have actually a Sunday off for the first time this calendar year after a fairly hectic couple of months?
Yeah, it's quite nice to have a Sunday off. To be fair, it has been really busy here, there, and everywhere, obviously across the country. So it's kind of nice just to have a day Sunday just to chill with the family or do whatever we've got to do.
Now you mentioned there a couple of niggles. Is the squad fully fit at the moment after a couple of weeks where we have had one or two players?
Yeah, pretty much. We've got, like I said, a couple of people I'm keeping my eye on. We've got a couple of bits of testing and stuff to do tonight on a couple of the players. But because there's no game Sunday, there's no sort of real urgency. You just want to keep them all sort of ticking along. And yeah, like I said, there's a couple of players I just want to kind of do a good rehab session tonight, get them moving, get them feeling good psychologically as well as physically. So yeah, that's the aim for tonight. So.
How important is that for the players, short-term and long-term welfare, to have week breaks like this in between, especially getting into a big game next weekend?
Yeah, definitely. I think the girls work quite hard as well, and some of them are at college, and some of them have sporting kind of lifestyles outside of football as well. So and a lot of the girls travel quite far, so it's quite important, I think, for them to have that downtime. Like I said, here, there, and everywhere across the country. Some weeks, midweek games. Twice a week training, so to have a Sunday off, I think this week will really kind of just refresh the girls and get them ready for next week's sort of big match. So
we mentioned there it's been a busy couple of weeks, but it's been even more busy for you. You've recently qualified as an extra level as a physio. I'm not going to try and say the name of the qualification,
yeah.
But if you could give us a bit more information on that.
Yeah, so essentially it's the level 4 ITMIF, which I always get this wrong, is intermediate trauma medical management in football course, which they sort of only generally accept sort of physios and sports therapists on to do. There's only one up above from that course, which is the level 5, which mainly doctors and team leaders of sort of big teams go on. But there was a lot of people from all over the country, different clubs, men's academies, ladies teams. So it was great to kind of meet lots of different people as well. But it was a very intense 2 days. A lot of kind of CPR, a lot of incidents, scenarios and stuff which weren't particularly normal scenarios. You'd hope anyway. So yeah, there was a lot of intensity and ongoing assessments for the 2 days. So it's kind of good to get past it, but it was tough. Very valuable stuff though, really important stuff for for football, especially with all the concussions and in particularly men's football with regards to sudden sort of heart collapse and stuff like that. Really kind of focal point at the moment. So getting that kind of training to be able to resuscitate and be kind of confident in that situation is really important.
You mentioned men's football there. We understand earlier in this year you were lucky enough to be able to spend some time working with Tim Maynard, the men's first team physio at the club, working with the men's team on match days. What was that experience like? Yeah,
it's great. I think hopefully it's ongoing as well. I should be going back there for pre-season, or once the kind of this kind of level of COVID has subsided a little bit. So I should be going back there for most of pre-season, hopefully. Spend some time with the guys there as well. But they're all really welcoming. Absolutely lovely team. Tim is amazing, so I'm really looking forward to going back and getting stuck in again with them. So
now, outside of football, could you just give us a brief overview of what you do as a career?
So I'm an osteopath by trade, and I'm also doing my masters in sports rehabilitation, which is at Mary's University. That takes 2 days of my week up, and then obviously the other 3 days are spent working in clinic as an osteopath. That's sort of full time, but my previous kind of positions were I was 15 years as a personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach. So I've got a massive sort of fitness background, and I came from football because I was at Arsenal Academy and stuff as well. So I sort of embroiled myself in fitness and now obviously in the medical side of things. So I've been qualified as an osteo for about 6 years now, and like I said, doing my masters in sports rehab. So kind of bringing that all together, working with the team and stuff. It's really just really kind of satisfying in terms of what I want to achieve in my career and things. So, and AFC Wimbledon is my team, so helps even more.
Well, Steph Cantelo, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.